Today I'm going to show you how I evacuate a condensing unit system after a repair. Let's jump right in. Before hooking up the vacuum pump to the condensing unit to start evacuation, I always do a nitrogen bubble test right where I made the brazes. Once you verify that there are no bubbles coming up, no hissing, no leaks, then you can go ahead and let the nitrogen out of the system and prepare for evacuation. I have both valve cores removed from this condensing unit, and to do that I use a valve core removal tool. This is also part of the Apion evacuation core removal tool. We're going to hook up two Apion vacuum rated core removal tools. When hooking up the core removal tools, I only do it hand tighten only. I found that if you crank down on them, it can cause these to leak and wear out the O-rings faster than they should. Today I'm using a 2-hose system, 2-stage Yellow Jacket vacuum pump. I am using a vacuum T made by Yellow Jacket as well. And I'm using two 3/8 to 1/4 inch vacuum / charging hoses. I am going to hook the vacuum hoses up to each side of the core removal tool, hand tighten only. I flip this around to give you a better look at it. I am going to have this valve closed before I start up the vacuum pump. I'm going to close down on my core removal tool valves. I am going to hook my micron gauge up on the liquid side just because it's easier with the attachment that I am using. Turn on the micron gauge and let it calibrate. Then I'm going to start up the vacuum pump. One last thing I'm going to do is I am going to hook up some refrigerant to my gauges, and the reason I'm doing this is just so I can break the vacuum without introducing any kind of air or contaminants into the system once I reach the desired micron level. I've got my suction hose, going to hook this up to the top of this vacuum tee. You can also hook this up to the valve core removal tool. Both valves on my gauges are completely closed. All that's tight. Pressurize the charging hose. Let out any air. And when I turn on the vacuum pump, it's gonna put this hose under a vacuum, and just to break vacuum, all I have to do is open the valve. But let's start the evacuation process. Turning on the vacuum pump. This should go without saying, but make sure that you have clean oil in your vacuum pump and it is filled to the correct oil level. Read your vacuum pump's instructions to find out how to do this. I am going to open up on the valve at the vacuum tee. Next, I'm going to open up my valves on my valve core removal tools. I like to hang around for a couple of minutes and watch the micron gauge. I want to make sure that I can get below 1,000 microns pretty quickly, and then from there I'm going to just do whatever else I got to do. So I just replaced the condensing unit on this repair right here, so I would just hook up the electric and do all that fun stuff while it's under vacuum. All right, so we are at 134.5 microns. Is that good enough to go ahead and break vacuum? Let's find out. I just installed the Goodman condensing unit, so we are gonna follow the Goodman condensing unit installation instructions. Evacuate the system to 250 microns or less using the suction and liquid service valves. Close pump valve and hold vacuum for 10 minutes. Typically, pressure will rise during this period. If the pressure rises to 1,000 microns or less and remains steady, the system is considered leak-free. Proceed to startup. Let's do that. We're gonna valve off our vacuum pump. And then we're just gonna wait 10 minutes for a rise and see how high we go up. All right, so it's been about 20 minutes and the system is hanging around 800 microns. According to the Goodman installation guide, we are now leak-free, and if the micron gauge were to shoot up between 1,000 and 2,000, we would then do another vacuum. But this is good. Let's go ahead and break vacuum according to the installation guide. Let's open the suction valve first, and then break vacuum by fully opening liquid and suction base valve. I am using a service wrench to do this. See, on our micron gauge, vacuum is already broken. Open our liquid valve. Back seating both valves, 1/8 of an inch. Got both valves. My core removal tool is closed, so I can disconnect these hoses. And from here, I am just going to reinsert the Schrader valves and charge the unit up. But that's how you vacuum or evacuate a condensing unit air conditioning system properly. If I missed anything, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I know you guys will anyway. I'm gonna finish charging this unit and get the customer up and running. Until the next fix, I'm Dave Spates. Hope to see you there.